What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to GTM Gaming and Delectables. I'm your host, Gathering the Magic, and it's Sunday, so you know what that means, kids. You know it's time for a Market Watch video. Today is June 29th, 2025, and it's time for episode number 31 of the Splinterlands Land Market Watch. So we're going to look at all things land today. We're going to look at what plot prices are doing. We're going to take a look at castle and keep prices, what are the cheapest plots available, and much, much more. So let's start with how many plots are actually available for sale. So over on Peak Monsters, currently it shows there are 2,693 plots available for sale. 2 weeks ago when we looked, it was 2,624, so still pretty much the same, just a little bit more plots. If you look at plot prices on the market in game, currently the cheapest available is $64. There's 5 available right at that price. 2 weeks ago it was $64.50, so really not a whole lot of change there. Over on Hive, the cheapest plot available, there is one plot selling for $59.99. So right around $60, $64 for an unsurveyed plot. Tracks and regions are the same as they've been for months. The 2 that are available are still there for $11,750 on the marketplace. And then there's also the region available for just under $89,000. Okay, time crystals. So time crystals, if you wanted to buy them directly from the store, as you know, they're 100 DEC. Currently, the player that are selling them, the cheapest that they're being sold for is 70.5 DEC. So just about the same as 2 weeks ago, just about 7 cents. Totem fragments. So a little bit of a different scenario this week where commons went up, but rares went down in price. So a little bit different there. 2 weeks ago, you could have got a totem fragment for $1.39. Currently, they are $1.66 a piece. Rare totem fragments are selling just under $6 at $5.75. Epics are selling for $40 a piece, and then legendary totem fragments have come down under $200. So the cheapest one you can buy is $195. Okay, complete totems. So these have come down in price over the last month. I think we got as high as about a little over $16 per totem. 2 weeks ago, you could see they were $13.50 a piece. Right now in game, you can get a complete totem for $12.79. But rares, look at the rare price. 2 weeks ago, a common or a rare totem complete was $42. Currently, there's only 5 on the marketplace, and the cheapest is $82. So people are beginning to covet those rare totems with the 25% bonus a little bit more. Epic totems, $249 2 weeks ago. Currently, $248.77. So just a little bit of a change there. And then legendary totems are still selling for $1,000. Okay, totem claim. So this you can see as well. 2 weeks ago, we were sitting right at $17 for a totem claim. Currently, it's down to $14, over 500 available. Rare totem claims, $70 2 weeks ago. Now you're looking at $73.50. Epics moved up from $350 to $374. But legendary totem claims came down from over $1,100 2 weeks ago to $799. Okay, Land Baron. So if you were to get into the game right now and you just wanted to buy the 50 cheapest plots, how much would it cost you? So 2 weeks ago, just a hair over $800 at $16 a plot. Currently, it is $827.47, just over $16.50 per plot. Okay, cheapest plots. So what is the cheapest grain plot currently? 2 weeks ago, $24 was the cheapest grain plot. Now you're looking at $18. So there's a couple that are under $20 on the marketplace. Wood, 2 weeks ago, the cheapest was $14. Now it's $15. Stone is unchanged. It was $19.99 2 weeks ago. Same the price now. And your cheapest ore producing plot 2 weeks ago was $15. And currently it is $17. Okay, so now let's look at the 5 cheapest plots for each rarity type. So we're starting, of course, with the common natural plots. 2 weeks ago, 14 to 16.90. Currently now, the cheapest plots in game are $15 in regions 13 and 135. Next, $16 in region 62. 10 plots available. They're all swamps. Region 108 has 5 plots available for $16.90. Region 118 has 3 forests, each going for $16.99. And then Region 39 has 37 plots for $17 a piece. A lot of badlands, 33 badlands and 4 mountains. Okay, moving on to the rares. So you can see the floor for the rares has moved up from 2 weeks ago. We were looking 24 to 29, right in that range. Now the cheapest is $27. And there's only one at that price, and that is in Region 115, a desert. So if you're looking for a stone plot, Region 59 has a plains for $28. So there's a grain producing plot for $28, a rare. So that is the cheapest one if you're looking for grain. Region 115 has 10 plots available, 7 canyons and 3 deserts for $28.99 a piece. Region 23, which is Gankland, has 2 plots available, a swamp and a tundra for $29 a piece. And then finally, Region 85 has 30 plots for $29.89 a piece. You're looking at a lot of tundras, 2 swamps, and 5 forests. Okay, moving on to the epic plots. So 2 weeks ago, 115 to 150 in that range, about the same this week. The 2 ones that came in a little bit cheaper, Region 141 has a tundra for $113. Region 97 has a forest, also for $113. Region 140 has a tundra for $115. Region 39 has a badlands and a mountain for $125 a piece. And then finally, there's a hills in Region 7 for $150. And then finally, rounding out your natural plots with the legendaries. So 2 weeks ago, you're looking 570 to 950 range. This week, 525 in Region 60 for a tundra, 545 for a caldera in Region 97, 825 in Region 60 for a tundra, 850 in Region 39 for a badlands, and then finally, Region number 1 has a river for $899. So if you're looking for a legendary grain producing plot, the cheapest is $899. Okay, let's move to the magical plots. So your magical plots, 37 to 40 bucks 2 weeks ago. $36 currently in Region 7 for water magic. Region 97 has life magic for 36 as well. Region 141 has an earth magic plot for 37. Region 85 still has 27 different magical plots for $38 a piece. And then finally for $40, you can pick up plots in Region 7 and 44. Region 7 has a death, a life, and 3 water plots available at that price. And then Region 44 has a life magic plot. Okay, let's move on to the rares for magic. So 69 to 89 2 weeks ago. Currently $64 is the cheapest rare magical plot. 115 has a death magical plot. Region 143 has also a death magical plot. Region 97 has a death magic for 65. Region 39 has 2 death magic plots, so you can see a lot of death magic are the cheapest for $80. And then finally, fire plot in Region 44 for $85. And once again, another death magic in Region 71 for $89. Moving on to your epics. So I think this is unchanged from 2 weeks ago. I don't think I made any changes to this for this week. It was 270 to 360. The cheapest plots are in Region 39 for $270 a piece. There's death and fire magic. Region 102 has earth magic for $275. Region 117 has a life epic magical plot for $288. Region 9 has Death Magic for $350, and then region 28 has an Earth Magical plot for $360. Okay, and just like 2 weeks ago, so it's been a month, there are no legendary magical plots for sale. Last time this should be actually for a month ago. So last time was none, this time is none, but that is the last price that we saw a magical legendary plot go for, was just under $900. Your common plots for occupied, 2 weeks ago, $77.77 was the cheapest. This week you can see there's a couple under $70. So for $67 you can pick up an occupied plot in 97. $69 you can get a plot in 125. $84 there's a plot in region 13. And then there are 8 different occupied plots in region 85 for $88 a piece. And then finally for $100 you can pick up a plot in region 13, and then there's 6 available in region 39. Okay, your rare occupied. So you can see here there's one plot just under $100, and that is in region 134, and then the price really jumps to $299. So I expect this plot that's $100 to go fairly quickly in the next day or two. If anything, should be bought and relisted, because this price is a hair cheaper than a common occupied. So if you're looking for a rare occupied plot, guys, and you're watching this video, not financial advice, but definitely think about grabbing that, because I think that is way undervalued. So $299 in regions 132 and 140. $340 in region 136, and then finally $5,000 in region 44. So you can see these are the only ones that are up for rare occupied, so not very many at all. And then you get up to the epics, and of course there's even fewer. There's only 3 epic occupied plots available for sale. Once again, the cheapest is in region 91, and it is a lake, $700. So you can also use this currently if you're not looking to use it as occupied, because we can't collect essences yet. It is an epic green producing plot. And then $1,100 in region 5 for a swamp, and region 26 a tundra for $1,250. And then finally your rarest of the rares, the legendary occupied, 2,000 to 3,900. This is the same as 2 weeks ago. This has not changed. Region 80 still has a legendary occupied bog for that $19.95, and then region 29 has a forest for $3,900. Okay, keeps. So there was some activity in keep prices and keeps available on the market from 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, $13.75 was the floor for keeps. There are a few cheaper, as you can see, this week. The cheapest being just over $1,000, $1,050 in region 18, $1,111 in region 50. $1,350 in region 115, and then you've got your $13.75 plot in region 44, and then finally your 5th cheapest keep is $1,400 in region 39. Castles, there was 2 available 2 weeks ago. The $6,660 one either sold or was taken down. Currently the only one available for sale is in region 133. It is $8,450. And then finally, just looking at trade swaps. So if you wanted to trade resources in game, how much could you get for each DEC? So for grain 2 weeks ago, you could have got just under 101 grain for every DEC. Currently, you can get just under 102 grain per DEC. Iron 2 weeks ago, 3.37 each. Now you're looking at 3.81 iron per DEC. Stone had a big jump, as you can see here. 1 DEC will get you just over 8.5 stone, where 2 weeks ago 1 DEC would have gotten you just under 7 stone. And then finally wood, currently 39.5 wood for each DEC. 2 weeks ago you would have gotten only 34.8 wood per DEC. And that's it, guys. So that's everything for land for June 29th, 2025. So if there's anything that you guys would like to see me add to the land market watch, any other features or prices or type of plots you'd like me to look at or kind of track, let me know in the comments. I will be uploading another video on just kind of opening chests and rarity draws pretty soon. I want to get back into doing that. Like I mentioned in my previous video, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, just to kind of get back into that. I know there's people that are interested in seeing how my accounts are doing and growing, and it's always fun to watch chest openings. So stay tuned for that in just a little bit. So until next time, stay the course, keep on forging, have fun, and I'll see you soon. Take care.